Hi, I'm Joe Polizzi, and this is the Content Inc. podcast. 5 minutes every Monday for content creators who desire to be content entrepreneurs. Over the winter break, our family was talking about the great video game crash of 1983. Even though I was very much part of the video game environment during this time, I had no idea of the background or magnitude of this event and its relevance to the entire digital content creation industry. As most everyone knows, the late 70s and into the early 80s was the launch of the video game industry. From Atari to Intellivision to Activision, the sale of home video games skyrocketed to over $2 billion in 1982. The market was as hot could be. And everyone wanted a piece of the action. Hundreds of companies entered the market after the original few found success. But instead of producing high-quality games, it was a rush to be the first to market. This meant poorly designed games. Even the high-quality game producers started to produce as many games as possible, cutting corners in some cases to get the games out to market. In no time at all, every retailer had hundreds of new games for video game consumers to choose from. Then, the demand for games dropped off a cliff, and the industry went from $2 billion to just $100 million in 1985, a drop of over 90%. Over the next few years, all the low-cost, rush-to-market game creators left for other opportunities or went out of business, but a handful of game creators stayed. The focus was now on creating the highest quality games possible, and really what the audience wanted and needed. In 1986, Nintendo president Hiroshi Yamauchi noted that Atari collapsed because they gave too much freedom to third-party developers and the market was swamped with rubbish games. In response, Nintendo limited the number of titles that the third-party developers could release for their system each year and promoted its seal of quality, which it allowed to be used on games and peripherals by publishers that met Nintendo's quality standards. By 1988, the market was back up to $2.3 billion, with 70% dominated by Nintendo. And today, Nintendo is worth $60 billion all by itself. The reason this fascinated me is because this feels very similar to what content creation, content marketing, the creator economy has been through. As the democratization of publishing occurred and everyone could publish and get their content found, there was a rush of low-quality content, and the focus was anything but on quality. Everything was about volume and speed and as many platforms as possible, and we saw company after company, creator after creator develop basically what I would call content factories to try to take advantage of this opportunity. And here we are today. The content factories have either imploded or are on death's door, and those content creators who are focusing on quality content and consistent delivery are the ones who are succeeding. If the video game crash of 1983 is any indicator, those creators that put in seal of quality processes like Nintendo did and truly focus on creating stories worth telling to audiences that want to hear them will be the ones left standing. Good luck.